Hey guys, I just wanted to do a review on the Axial's SCX10. This one is the 2012 Jeep Wrangler Ulimited Rubicon kit. I got just after Christmas. It was a Boxing Day deal. I just got it with it's basically fully assembled now. Paint and everything. The only thing I am waiting for, the only thing that is not completed really is the plastic, the roof. Now I'm trying to find, it's hard to find what they call satin black, flat black. You can call it flat black, satin black, but what it is a color. It's a color that'll match the pipes, or like the roll cage, or it'll match the fender flares. But it's hard to find, and as you can see, this is pretty much like I painted the red. It's already ready. The red is ready. All I gotta do is peel off the Frogger's tape I used, painter's masking tape, and mask off the edges, so you could I could just paint the red, and then later on I'll just paint the roof with the flat black. That way, basically it's to match. I painted it just stock bone, like right from the same color as the kit. This is the manual. Painted it basically the same color. I thought it looked pretty sharp. Couldn't think of another color. Thought for days on what color to use, but couldn't figure it out. So I just went with the stock color that was on the front cover there, the red. Well, I used the Tamiya Bright Mika red, and doesn't seem like Tamiya makes the flat black. I can't find it anywhere on the website, so. Might have to go with some kind of enamel from Testers, or Testers I know makes flat black, satin black, whatever you want to call it. But it'll give it the scale look, like the roof is the canvas or whatever it was that it was made with. But I just got mine pretty much together. Took a few weeks. As most of us know, in the RC hobby, it's hard not to do work on it when you have it. So I just couldn't stop once I started. But yeah, let's see, that's the top, and it's still got the protective film on it, and the masking's still on it. It's probably dry now, but I'll probably let it dry let it cure. I'll let it dry for quite another night maybe, until it's going to be drying until I can find a flat black to do the rest of it. And so, and for the Jeep, very nice Jeep. I like it. Like, it's with the color and the stickers, it's pretty good. I would have liked to do the interior. I was thinking of doing it in black, but then with all the stickers, it would be hard to see them. Then I thought of going with a tan color. Then I thought of going with like a neutral gray, like with most vehicles nowadays come with the gray interior all over. That's like a neutral gray, it's called. That might have been cool too, but it would have been really hard to mask and really hard job with the way the body's built, so it would have took a long time, so I decided not to. But anyways, I've already got the pins, I was just sitting on there. I painted it red, as you can see. I did the mask on the lights for later on when I put lights. Spray it with the white underneath to bring the red out. Added everything, the lights, the mirrors, the roll cage. Put a few more stickers on than there was on the box. as you can see, all on the front page of the box, or cover of the box, front page of the manual. But that's what she turned out. She looks real nice, sharp. My first build, well, first kit anyways, I bought ready to run drift car and tracks. This was ready to run. So this is my first kit, and it turned out really, really nice, I think. I'm not going to do anything fancy to it. I'm not going to add an interior and do a bunch of the cool stuff that they're doing right nowadays. But that's the body for it. You can probably get a good look at it. Turned out really nice. Set that aside. And I just, like I said, I just use masking tape, frog tape, painter tape to mask off the body, or actually the roof. I didn't have to mask anything off in the body that didn't already have stuff to mask it with. As far as the truck goes, you can see, probably see that. This 7.4 2-cell lipo that came with my drift car. So as you know, I bought it ready to run. Fits perfect. Like, it's a little smaller, but it fits nicely. And I do have the front mounted battery mount. And I put a brushless 3300 kV motor in there. It has a 65 amp ESC. There is a fan on it, and it does have a little bit of power, a little bit of torque, but it's not too bad. Like, it's not crazy. Some people only go with the brush and high turn motors, but this motor seems to be excellent. Like, it's got torque. I never really got to try it because it's winter right now, and I don't really drive it in the snow right now. I want to wait till it has its first run on the gravel, in the dirt, and the rocks. So with this 3300 kV motor, it works just fine. It doesn't have a lot of like initial speed. Like, it does crawl nicely with a little bit of throttle. And if you do need to ever go fast, it can actually go pretty fast. So take the battery out here so I can show you. Just the battery that came with the drift car. I mounted my battery in the front. The battery holder in the front. My servo is there. It's just in the stock mount. The whole truck is pretty much stock. And I actually screwed my ESC to the bottom of my battery mount. You can probably see it, I hope, but it's under there, behind the wires there. You can see it. But it's screwed to the bottom of my battery mount, so the weight, the majority of the weight is in the front, because those of you familiar with the Axial SCX10, you'll know that the receiver box is supposed to be mounted in the front, and there's holes for it. But then what I noticed is that the same holes that are for the back of the battery mount are actually in the back as well. So I just took some extra spacers that were in the box and some longer screws, and screwed the receiver box in the back where the holes, the mounts for the battery mount would go in the back. So my receiver box is mounted in the back there. You can probably see it. And the wires going in. But yeah, I mounted it in the back. So now there's barely any weight in the back. The majority of the weight, because of the battery, the ESC, the servo, and everything, is in the front. It gives it a lot of weight in the front and barely any weight in the back. Everything is bone stock on here. I didn't change. There's no change the gears or nothing. It's all, I built it just with the manual, all the parts that came with it. And it was a very easy build. And I didn't want to do a build video because there's lots of good build videos. I watched Scale Freak and his whole build series, and it was really easy to build mine with the assistance of the manual, just for reference of the screws and what sizes they were. But it went together pretty easy. It rides. It runs real good. I drove it around the living room and stuff. So overall, it's a good truck. I really like it. I think it's awesome. Like the suspension. I did use CA glue on the tires because they were the stock tires. I will get some bead locks eventually in some different tires, but the truck is bone stock for now. And like I said, a brushless motor, brushless ESC, and all I'm using is my radio that came ready to run. The radio that came with my drift car was all it really is a FlySky FSG T2 2.4, and all I did was order a couple more receivers, the FSG R3Es, and I have one in my drift car, and one in here in the rock crawler, and I'm probably gonna put the last one in the Traxxas. Just because I do like the pistol, because it has a lot of settings. It has steering trim, throttle trim. It has basically a little bit more than the Traxxas does. So I am using. I saved a ton of money because, like I said, I'm just using the battery from my drift car. I bought a motor on sale for $100 Canadian. A motor, brushless, I think it was a 4800 kV. Came with the ESC and everything. So that's what's in the drift car now. And I put the lower powered, since I had it extra, I put the lower powered 3300 kV in here, and it works perfect. It crawls nicely, and if I need the power, it's there if I ever want to go fast. But because it is brushless, I am going to upgrade some parts, the transmission, the drive shafts, and stuff like that. Make it all metal, so at least it can handle the power when it needs to be. So yeah, that's basically my truck. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like and how it looked. I just bought it, so I'm just getting into the rock crawling, and it's so awesome. Some of the things the guys are doing is really awesome. So I do have a Proline 1980 Chevy coming. I'm going to modify this a little bit so I can run with both the Axial Jeep, and it comes with shortened links. You just have to shorten the lower ones, and you can move. It has slots. It does have slots that you can move the back forward, shorten the wheelbase, and it'll fit the Blazer that I bought, and the pickup, 1980 Chevy Blazer and 1980 Chevy pickup I got from Proline. Those are coming, and I got some stamped 155s. I've seen the videos on YouTube, and I have a really nice idea and some parts coming, and I will show the completed truck. I probably won't make a series with it. I'll just paint it, do all the work, get this truck set up, and then I'll show you guys a video just like this one. Show you how neat it's gonna look with the white tires, and I don't want to give it away too much, but you'll see it. It'll be nice, I promise you guys. But there's my truck, and like I said, I had the motor extra, the battery is extra. I'd probably buy another battery, a little bit bigger, so it can run longer. But like I said, I was able to run this truck as soon as I put it together because I had all the extra parts, extra receiver. Like I said, from my FlySky transmitter, and then the motor is extra from the drift car, and the batteries from the drift car. So I can run the same battery in the drift car and in this truck. right now, but like I'll probably get some more batteries. Just when the savings account gets more money in it. But it's a really good setup. Like the weight is good. The weight is good in the front. A lot of guys, I noticed GCM sells a mount that you can switch the motor to the front. You can literally mount the motor in the front, and then you get a transfer case you can buy with it, and then you run another drive shaft down to the transfer case. The transfer case just bolts into where the motor bolts in now. Then you flip the motor around and it bolts in the front. That'll give you a lot of weight in the front, but then you have to mount your battery in the back, and then you have to mount your servo a different way. But it all comes in the package and it shows you how to do it. Really neat, actually. But I didn't want to butcher my truck or do anything, spend a whole bunch of money just to switch it around. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's like $100 or more to get all the parts and switch it over. But like I said, there's mine, and the receiver box in the back, so there's no weight. All the weight's in the front. Easy with the SC, the servo, the battery. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you like the truck. I don't know. Everybody's given theirs names, but I don't have a name for it at all yet. So it is bone stock, same paint job as on the box. So like I said, I did the exact same. Well, tried. So, but love the truck. I can't wait to drive it outside in the rocks and the hills there. It's gonna be pretty awesome. And like I said, with the Proline body coming, it'll be great. It'll look nice, and I'll show you guys what I got coming. Like I said, here I'll show you the radio. I guess real quick. That's the radio that came with the drift car. And Red Cat just put their own stickers on it, but it is just a Fly Sky GT2. So, but it has a reversing, servo reversing rate on it. All the trims, steering rates, direct rates, or dual rates, sorry. So, but there's a sneak peek. There's the Super Swampers 155 scale tire. I got some bead locks coming, and these are going to be for the Proline 80 Chevy. So I want to incorporate a paint job that'll match white rims for both the Blazer and the pickup. So these are Super Swampers I bought. RC 4-wheel drive, I believe they're from, and these are going to be going on the truck. So stay tuned for a video coming whenever I get the parts in, and once all the parts are here, I'll fix it up. And I'll show you guys a video. And yeah, comment. Tell me maybe what you guys did, or maybe what you think I should have did. I don't know if the brushless is a lot of power, people might think, but I feel it crawls nicely and it runs. It seems to run good. If I want us to hammer on it, it power's there, but because of the gear ratio, you don't want to really be trying to go fast with it. So, but there you go, guys. Thanks for watching.